Hi, my name's Steve Boxer. I'm a freelance journalist specialising in video games. Right, so here we are, another week, another console launch. On November the 29th, this Friday, Sony will be launching its PlayStation 4. Technically speaking, the PlayStation 4 is very different to previous PlayStations, but that's a good thing. Essentially, all the innards are pretty much the same sort of thing you'd find in a PC. It uses PC architecture, just as all of Microsoft's consoles have always done. It makes it a lot easier for the developers to make games for it. The PlayStation 3 had this tricksy Sony designed processor chip called the Cell, which it took years for the developers to get to grips with that. Along with my standard PlayStation 4, I've got the optional PlayStation camera, and one thing it can do, like the Xbox One's Kinect, is facially recognise you. It's very coy about it. When you first attach the PlayStation camera, it sort of almost apologetically asks you if you want to be facially recognised. But I told it yes. I mean, it makes things easy. Signing in as yourself, so you don't have to fill in any passwords or anything. And to complete the facial recognition, you move the Dualshock 4 controller up to where it tells you. Now, Sony has put effort into uprating the familiar PlayStation controller. It's now called the Dualshock 4 for fairly obvious reasons. And for my money, it's by far the best controller that Sony's made. One thing I really like about it is the two booms at either side are much longer and a bit fatter than they were. So it's much easier to hold if you've got bigger hands. Another thing that Sony fans will love, L2 and R2, the triggers. They're proper triggers that stick out this time, and they're really good. The main difference between previous versions of the DualShock is this area here. It's a touchpad, and it also has a bit of tilt in it, but it can detect movements like in that direction or that direction and that direction. So it becomes like a sort of augmented D-pad. Ready? Here's another game which I already pre-launched downloaded from the PlayStation Store. It's called Warframe. It's a free-to-play game, so it doesn't cost you a penny to download it. There's my sword. Ah, nice. That doesn't mean it's completely free to play all the way through it. I've always thought free-to-play is something of a misnomer, because if you get into a free-to-play game, you almost inevitably start paying for objects or to upgrade quicker and so forth. Considering I didn't pay a penny for this, and you're supposed to be able to go through the whole game without actually having to pay. Free-to-play as a concept is well known to PC gamers. Really, this is the first time that we're starting to see it on consoles, so that's something to look out for.